Hey everyone, it's Pearlescent Toys back in today's video with another Marvel Legends action figure review, and today we're looking at the brand new Hank Pym, Giant Man, and Janet Van Dyne Wasp 2-pack. Yeah, there's been a lot of things said about this 2-pack lately. I'll save my thoughts till the very end as usual. But on its own, I am just really loving this presentation. I'm just so glad that windowed packaging is finally back. I know it's been like, it's been quite some time. It's been like a little over half a year. I'm just never going to take this for granted ever again. But anyways, here is the side of the box with that classic artwork, and the same thing on the other side, just flipped. Then here is the back of the box, and yeah, I love that little Avengers cover right there. Hank Pym and Janet Van Dyne use Pym particles to manipulate size and defend Earth as members of the first Avengers team. Oh, and here is the barcode, just in case you need it for some reason. But yeah, without further ado, let's open this up. Quick side note, man, I love this background going on here. That looks phenomenal. Yeah, Beyond Earth's Mightiest. Oh, we're still going with the 60th anniversary. Okay, cool. I guess this is just like a remnant of last year's celebration or the line, but interesting. And here they are out of the package. Man, yeah, this is an amazing 2-pack. I can't wait to go over each one, but first I think I'm gonna go over Hank, because he is obviously the centerpiece of this 2-pack. You know, seeing that there is that HasLab Giant Man that is yet to release. It is coming out later this year. Going over the sculpt and paint apps for Hank Pym Giant Man here, he is very reminiscent of that Ant-Man Target exclusive that came out earlier last year. I have him off to the side right here. And yeah, I know there's obviously going to be some similarities, seeing that these are the same character. They're both Hank Pym. However, it's like almost entirely reused from that Sunfire body mold. The only difference this time around is that the new one has pinless joints, you know, pinless elbows and pinless knees. Let's take a zoom in on that. Yeah, that looks amazing. Don't know why they didn't just do that the first time around. I don't know if this mold has been around for that long, or if perhaps this is their first time utilizing that. Yeah, just let me know in the comments if there's been any other Sunfire body molds that have utilized this, and if they came out before this, because that would be some baloney, you know? I don't know what I'm saying. But yeah, everything else is pretty much the same. Those feet, those that abdomen piece, and you know, I'm just I don't know how I feel about this, how it just like abruptly cuts right there. I know it's like accurate, but I don't know. I feel almost like spoiled by the X-Men 97 Wolverine that had these trunks sculpted on. It would have been awesome to have gotten sculpted trunks, maybe like starting like right here and then going up. Oh, I got a little too ahead of myself. The feet, yeah, or those ankles. So these lines are painted on, albeit not so well. You know, the blue is just seeping through a little bit, which makes the red here a bit darker than the actual red plastic. Kind of breaks the immersion. But moving on, is that shadowing in the muscles? I think it is. Yeah, down in those thigh muscles, you can see like it's a tiny bit darker. I don't know if it's just my lighting setup. I say this in like every review. I don't know if it's my lighting setup or what. Because it kind of shows up here on the arms as well. But yeah, continuing up, and you get that nice silver belt piece. It is marbleized plastic or silver plastic. It's not painted on. So if you like have a problem with the swirlies, well, you can't really even tell that there's like any swirlies or marbleization underneath. That's, I mean, given that its size, I doubt that you'd be able to find anything. But still, that's something to look out for you potential buyers. Yeah, and continuing up the abdomen, there really is no like shading like there is down here in the musculature right there. Or the back. Again, that could be my lighting setup, just playing tricks on my eyes. But yeah, that one, this line right here is very clean. Ooh, that's no bueno. Oh no. Ooh. Okay, yeah. So if you have him posed out, that line is just gonna shoot out right there. Kind of wish they had continued the black paint right there. Yes, it just kind of looks weird when you have him like pose like that. But yeah, going down the arm, and again, you get that pinless elbow joint, looks perfect. And up here, they actually painted, what is that? Is that like a fingerprint? One of the factory workers accidentally left that. Oh, it's on the other side too. Weird. Yeah, I really like the blue painted on top of the red because it doesn't seep through like down here. It looks pretty natural. And man, that head sculpt looks phenomenal. They, like, Hasbro have just been killing it with their digital face printing, all their head sculpts, especially in the Marvel Legends department. Like, this looks real. This looks like a real person, you know? And it's just so good. Let's see how far they've come in 1 year. Yeah, you can see right here. This one looks fine, but like this one, wow, that looks amazing. They have improved so much this past year. Not saying that this is bad, but like this is a little better. Unfortunately, mine has a few paint chips right there. So yeah, that's something to look out for. Maybe the paint on this chips very easily, but man, it looks really good. And I'll just like put like a picture up here, comparing it to the head sculpt of the Giant Man HasLab. Hopefully they match up. Yeah, I just cannot wait to get that in hand. But also for accessories, you get this unmasked head sculpt, the Hank Pym. And I mean, I don't know if you can already tell, but it looks a little weird. I don't know. I feel like the head is a little too small for the body. I don't know if this is reused from that Amazon 5-pack. I haven't gotten it yet. Don't really plan on getting it anytime soon. But yeah, I think it is reused from that. And that figure was using a bit of a bigger body. So putting it on this one looks, it looks all right. But he also comes with this, his very own lab coat. This is something that a lot of collectors, like kind of kit bash. They used the Reed Richards from that retro Fantastic Four wave, gave it to Ant-Man. But now we have it for this guy. And it's cloth goods as well, which is just like a plus on top of that. Would the sculpted lab coat looked better? Maybe. But, you know, I just appreciate having it like this so I could put it on my other figures. Maybe Ant-Man, perhaps? Oh, yeah. And if you're putting this on with the open hands, just take them off before you take the lab coat off, just because it's just easier to get it off that way. And here is the lab coat and unmasked head on the Ant-Man figure. Giant Man also comes with a trigger finger and a fist. He also comes with these two beakers, which are completely blue at the bottom. Cool. Yeah, the transparency of these ones just isn't as good as previous versions. It's really murky and it's hard to see what's underneath. Maybe that's just mine, but ooh, that's a bit of a bummer. Like, you can barely see the blue inside of it. You are able to place both of them in his hands like this and this. But going over articulation, the head is able to move up this much, go down that much. There is side-to-side movement and a tiny bit of pivot. No, not really any pivot at all. And his arm is able to move this far up. It is able to go back this much, go forward that much. And he also has rotation at the shoulder joint. He has upper bicep swivel, a double jointed elbow that's able to bend in this much. And he has standard wrist peg going down, up, and all the way around. I said it backwards. It's okay. We don't want to do any more takes today. Let's go. We're tired. I'm talking like I'm Venom right now. He's able to bend this far back and this far forward. Seriously, those fingerprints, man, that poor factory worker deserves 50 lashings for this. He has a swivel at the waist, being able to turn all the way around, and his leg is able to kick this far out, and is able to move this far to this side, and a tiny bit back. He has upper thigh swivel, a double jointed knee that's able to bend in this much, kick him on his lower back, and he has an upper calf rotation. His foot is able to move this far down, this far up, and he has... Before I continue on to the size comparisons portion of the video, let's go over Wasp. This is the second half of this 2-pack. This design is actually based on her first appearance design and her design from the early issues of the Avengers. Yeah, she, along with Hank Pym, are OGs to the team. And yeah, this is just a perfect representation of that. Now, going up, I believe these legs are reused from Shriek, I want to say. Yeah, they're that Shriek mold that has been just popping up left and right throughout the Black Series these past couple of years, but I'm not complaining because, you know, if the mold works, you know, use it. It's a lot better than what we used to get, and man, it's a good sculpt. It is. These boots, though, I kind of wish they were like actually sculpted instead of painted on. Looks a little tacky, and like it's a little spotty there. Ooh, what is that? Eee. Yeah, you can see where the paint overlapped, and it's just like thicker on this part compared to the rest of the boot. Ooh, but continuing up, and I love the sculpt of that skirt right there. How it looks like it's flowing. That's really nice, you know, for when you're having her in some flying poses. That is perfect. And continuing up to the belt right here. Oh, I thought it was like missing a piece, but no. Yeah, it has some canisters on there, nicely painted too. It's darker right there at the top where the lids are to those canisters. And yeah, that belt, nothing happened. That belt continues all the way around. Keep it together, keep it together, keep it together. Stop, stop. Yeah, I was zooming in on the paint, guys. Come on, get your mind out of the gutter. Yeah, I really like that little zigzag design right there. Looks very cool. And of course, like the arm, the little shoulder pads shooting out. Very 60-ish, 70s. Love, love, love that. It has the Shriek arms. And then, okay, these gloves are actually sculpted on. Okay, cool. Yeah, they look phenomenal, you know? Really wish the same was down here, applied to the boots. But yeah, I love the sculpt of those as well. And before we look at the head, let's look at the wings. These are sort of like a milky white, sort of reflective, I guess. Yeah, very reminiscent of like an actual wasp's wings. And these are just reused. We've been seeing these in the line for years and years and years and years. I think it like dates back to the original Wasp figure. Yeah, they look cool. They look nice. You know, nothing to write home about. She has one phenomenal head sculpt, though. She looks truly stunning here. Let's get a closer look at it. Yeah, just absolutely beautiful. Even though the costume is pretty wacky, I do... Oh, thank God. But yeah, if this head sculpt ain't your fancy, then you have another one. You have this one, and man, I was saying the last one was beautiful. This is just humming. Yeah, just absolutely stunning here. It's just beautiful, beautiful. I just can't take my eyes off it. Like, she can fix me. She also comes with 2 fisted hands, 2 opened hands. I believe these hands are from the Silk figure. She also comes with 2 accessories. This data pad that she's able to use when she's like working with Hank. And then this tiny miniature Quinjet. I love this so much. More wacky accessories like this one, please. And if like all the rumors were to be believed last year, or were to be believed, like we were going to get a HasLab Quinjet at some point. That's what people were like speculating before Giant Man was revealed. I mean, still, like, it would be awesome to get one and be able to have this as well. Now, unfortunately, she doesn't have like Seeger pans, so it's really hard to just have her holding any accessory. You really have to like finagle it. Ooh. Yeah, see, it's kind of hard. Let's see here. Like, if you go like that, maybe, yeah, like you can get it in there. It'd just be easier if she had like some Seeger hands or some trigger finger hands like Hank does. Yeah. But going over articulation, the head is able to move up this much, move down that much. There is some great pivot right there and some side to side movement. The antennas also are able to move, going out this far and then in this much. And her little communicator, her little microphone right here, McDonald's, how may I take your order thingy, is it also able to move. It goes all the way around. So yeah, you can have it just like out of her face or down here in front of it. Her arm is able to move up this much and then go all the way around, although it is a little inhibited by that shoulder piece. She has upper bicep swivel, a double jointed pinless elbow that is able to bend in this far, and she has a standard wrist peg going up, down, and then all the way around. Her wings are fully articulated, just being able to twist all the way around and then go back this far. And of course, they're able to move like so. You can fold them up into this, like that. But if that's not your fancy for whatever reason, you are able to take them out. And yeah, love the little peg holes right here. They're super tiny, so these wings are going to stay in very firmly. It takes a little bit of finagling to get it out. And yeah, it's not like really too noticeable. She's able to bend this far back and just a tiny bit forward. She has a little bit of pivot, but some good side-to-side movement right there. And her leg is able to kick this far out and is able to go out to the side this much, go back a decent amount. She has upper thigh swivel, a double jointed pinless knee, and her foot is able to move this far down, this far up, and she has... Here is Giant Man next to Ant-Man and Wasp from the 2015 Build-A-Figure Ultron wave. Here he is next to Iron Man and Captain America, Black Widow and Hawkeye, Hulk and Thor, Black Panther and Ultron. Now on to Wasp. Here she is next to her 2015 Ultron Build-A-Figure wave counterpart and Ant-Man, Captain America and Iron Man, Black Widow and Hawkeye, Thor and Hulk, Black Panther and Ultron. Here we have Wasp and Giant Man next to each other. Here's a really important comparison I forgot to make for both. It's the Renew Your Vows and Amazing Friends Spider-Man. Then we have Morbius and Commander Gary. And finally, the Marvel Legends Spider-Hams. Alright, time for my final rating, my overall thoughts. I think I'm going to give Giant Man here, almost called him Ant-Man. I think I'm going to give him a 8.5 out of 10. You know, I do really appreciate the accessories it comes with, those two flasks, and of course the lab coat is wonderful, wonderful. It's so universal. I just wish he came with a complete set of hands. He doesn't have a fisted hand for his right arm. That's a really big bummer. He doesn't have another trigger finger so he can hold both bottles at the same time. Huge, huge bummer. And the body mold does look a little awkward on here, especially with that unmasked head. Just way too big for it. But yeah, like I said, it is a pretty decent figure. It's not too shabby. 8.5 out of 10. And then let's move on to Wasp here. Yeah, just a really big fan of this one. I think I'm going to give her a final rating of... I want to give her an 8.5 as well. You know, I think this is a very, just a very solid figure. Love the sculpt. Love those head sculpts. They're beautiful. Absolutely stunning. And yeah, those little tiny accessories she comes with, well, I guess they're like for both figures actually, but I'm just lumping them in with Wasp instead because Hank already comes with enough. I love those, you know, love the Quinjet, love the data pad. Really wish she had like an open C grip hand. I think if she had an easier way to hold those accessories, it would definitely be like a 9 out of 10. And of course, the articulation is really good. Torso, not so great, but like everywhere else, it is amazing. And yeah, you gotta love like the articulation they put into the antennas in the microphone as well. Just like, wow. Yeah, she gets an 8.5 as well. But yeah, that'll do it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, subscribe, share with a friend. Anything you can do that'll support the channel will be greatly, greatly appreciated. And with that, I will see you in the next one. Bye.